Retired Major Danita Nordlund of the United States Air Force had a very successful career, where she showed courage, perseverance, and sacrifice. However, she will be the first one to tell you that through this journey, she was not the only one that had to develop these same characteristics.
Yes, I'm at Hanscom Air Force Base, and this is kind of executive level contracting. So I'm doing communications, like theater-wide, like worldwide communication contracts. And so I'm just getting my feet wet in systems level contracting, and it's a bit overwhelming. So getting a tasking to go on a deployment was like, whew, I can go do something that I actually know, what I'm doing. But it's to Iraq this time. And it's 2008, and Iraq is still scary at this point. So this time I'm deploying with a weapon, with two, actually. I have my M16 and my M9. And I'm going into Baghdad. So I'm going right into the green zone. And, I left on Halloween Day. My son was in full costume when I said bye to him. I can still see the doors closing at the elevator at the airport as I'm leaving. And I remember he didn't cry. And I think, okay, he's getting tough about this now. He understands. And then I find out later from his father that actually he did cry, but it was after the doors had closed. So maybe he just didn't want to cry in front of me. I get to Iraq November 2nd, 2008, and November 5th of 2008 was the first time we had to duck and cover. And that was a first for me. We got bombed that day. So I was underneath my desk in full battle rattle with helmet on, vest on, phone receiver under, like this, because we had access to stateside. But that deployment was a bit over 6 months. I was doing construction contracts, so building police stations, hospitals, dormitories. A lot of work, but we had a lot of labor there. A lot of forces doing the purchasing, so a lot of camaraderie. It was a great deployment, but again, changed me, changed my life, changed my son's life. Any deployment is high stress when it comes to the workload. There's a lot more requirements than there are people there to work on those requirements. But we get it done. We prioritize what needs to be bought, and we get that done. The changes that you experience in yourself, how it affects you, how it changes you. The bombing, almost on a daily basis, was scary. It was. You never knew how close they were going to get. And there were times where we were hit and the floor would jump, and whew, that was pretty close. Hearing his voice was music. And I couldn't wait to get back to him. Yeah, it definitely helped. I needed to stay in touch with him and with my parents, and having that direct line, just picking up the phone and dialing a few numbers, being able to speak to anybody back home was wonderful. And for the people who didn't have that, I feel spoiled, and I wish that they did. I wish that they had that. Yeah. I was very fortunate. At that time, I really didn't have a big picture. I didn't have big picture thoughts or a big picture feeling about it. I just kind of did the day-to-day. What do I need to do? What's my job? But here's the thing. Bottom line is, I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat. I think the only thing that I would change is I would have joined sooner. I loved being in the Air Force. And I'm even so grateful for the deployments because I grew. and I met amazing people over there, and I did incredible things. So I wouldn't change a thing. Did I miss my son? Absolutely. Can I get that time back? No. Have I been able to make up for lost time? Oh, I hope so. We have a great relationship today, and I look forward to many more incredible moments with him.